Now, if I place two mirrors parallel to one another, and obviously I know that each of these mirror will go on forming an image, right? So when they're forming an image, I know that there's going to be infinitely many images. If I ask you a question like this, how far is the seventh image formed in the first mirror? How far from the first mirror is the seventh image formed in the first mirror? Think about it. Think about it. How you are going to find that out? How you are going to find that out? Just, you have to understand that in this case, if this is our object, okay, I take one ray like this for first mirror. Yes, this is a normal incidence. So if the ray is going like this, it will reflect like this. If I take another ray like this, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So this is one reflected ray, I produces backwards. This is another reflected ray. You get I1, first image in the first mirror. Okay. At what distance, my dear friends? At a distance equal to x. Clear? Now what will happen? This object will also reflect in the second mirror, right? Again we can take, okay, this is one ray, bounces back, normal incidence, exactly at this point, again it's going to form, and it is equidistant from both the mirrors, no problem. Again we take another ray like this, it goes, gets reflected, again if I produce it backwards, it meets over here. This is image number 2 in mirror number 2. Okay. Now this I2 is formed at a distance of x from the mirror. Now you see what will happen. Now this is something which is very important, and this is something that you have to understand. Now this I2 will behave as an object for mirror number 1. This I2 will behave as an object for mirror number 1. So how far is this I2 away from this? This is at a distance of 3x. Correct? This is at a distance of 3x. So what will happen is, this ray will go and will hit it and will get reflected like this. Okay? And then you will feel as if there is an image of I2 dash. Okay? At what distance from this mirror? Obviously at a distance of 3x. And if the mirror is infinitely long, you'll go on getting the number of images, multiple images. Now I1 will become an object for mirror number 2, correct? Because once these rays goes, they will also hit it over here, right? They will get reflected like this, correct? And you get an image at what distance? Again, see, for this I1 to behave as an object for mirror number 2, how far is it away from this mirror? Obviously at a distance of 3x. See, x plus x plus x. Just forget that mirror 1 is present, okay? Because now I1 is behaving as an object for mirror M2. So imagine that there is no mirror M1, okay? So now how far away will you get an image? You're going to get an image exactly at a distance of 3x, and I can call this as I1 dash, and it will go on happening. So you go on getting multiple images. And if I ask you just like this, where is or how far from the first mirror is the fifth image formed in the first mirror? Think about the complexity of the question, and if you try to do this with a ray diagram, trust me, you will be trapped. Yes. If I ask you how far is the seventh image formed in the second mirror, from the second mirror or from the first mirror, you feel yourself trapped. How many diagrams do I have to make? Just like this, right? How do I count? And this is where we will introduce you the shortcut method for you. But you need to understand that how it is happening. You need to understand that how these rays are going and how it is being formed. So this is the first image that you obtain. Then for the second mirror, you obtain another image, right? So now this image, that is this image in the first mirror, will now act as an object for mirror number 2. Are you imagining this? Yes. So when you are looking at this image, which is at a distance of 3x, you have to think that there is no mirror 1, because this image is going to act as an object for the second mirror, okay? And this is going to form an image in the second mirror exactly at the same distance, that is exactly at a distance of 3x inside the second mirror. Understand this concept, right? So how it happens? One ray like this, and then you can imagine, yes, this is how it goes, okay? And it will go on happening. Now, this image that was formed in mirror number 2 will now act as an object for mirror number 1, and then again you'll get another image, and this will just go on happening, So how many images will be formed? How many images? Infinitely many images, okay? Infinite number of images. So if I ask you the distance, how will you do it? Okay, and here comes the shortcut method. Shortcut method, my dear students, please note it down, because a question as complex as this, a situation as complex as this can be done within 30 to 40 seconds only if you understand this shortcut method. So please, it's my request, it's my humble request to you, please note it down and understand it clearly that how we are doing it. Okay, ready? Are we ready? Okay, ready? All right. So let's understand this shortcut method. Let's say you have placed an object over here which is at a distance of L1 from the first mirror, and it is at a distance of L2 from the second mirror. Of course, the distance between the two mirrors, L1 plus L2, that is equal to nothing but I have taken equal to L. Okay. Now, I'll write M1 and I'll write M2, and you have to write it just as how I'm doing it. Now, what is the distance of the object from the first mirror? It is equal to L1. So I'll write L1 because I know the first image will be formed exactly at a distance of L1. In which mirror? In mirror number 1. Okay. Then just below this M2, I'm going to write it as L2. Clear? Okay. And in between, what I'm going to write is the distance between the two mirrors, that's L. Now, you see, the next image in mirror number 2 will be L1 plus L. The next image in mirror number 2 is going to be L2 plus L. So L2 plus L. Then what? Again write down L. The next image in mirror number M2 is going to be equal to L2 plus 2L. The next image in this mirror number M1 is going to be at a distance of how much? L1 plus L plus L, that is L1 plus 2L. Again you write down L. Go on doing it, come on. Did you understand this? You just have to do this, simple. So L2 plus 2L plus L. So this will be L2 plus 3L. How far is this one? L1 plus 3L. Again you write down L. Now, this is the first image in mirror number 1. Okay. This is the second image in mirror number 1. For mirror number 1. This is the third image for mirror number 1. Okay. And if you count the number of images, this is the first image, this is the second image, this is the third image, this is the fourth image, this is the fifth image, this is the sixth image, right? This is the seventh image, this is the eighth image. Okay. Did you understand? So this is how you can just count it. This is how you can know the distance of the third image from the first mirror is L2 plus L. The distance of the fifth image inside M1 is L1 plus 2L, right? And this is the total number of image I'm talking about. The third image in M1, the third image. So first image, second image, third image is L1 plus 2L. So anything they ask you, you will always be able to answer. Okay. So I'm sure all of you have noted it down. Okay. So this is a shortcut method. This is a very, very simple method, my dear students. And if you know this, trust me, the question, once it comes, it is going to be a cakewalk for you. It is going to be super easy for you and you'll enjoy doing questions like these. Okay.